Today I am going to explain you how to create connection between .NET Core Web Application and Microsoft SQL Server. For .NET Core Web Application development, you need to know how to connect .NET Core Web Application with SQL Server. Let's see how to do that. First, I'm going to start Visual Studio. Open Visual Studio and create new project. Create new application, .NET Core Web Application. So I'll say test connection. To DB, test connection to DB. Create web application, create. So while that creating the project, I'm going to that SQL Server and find my server name for create the connection. To find the server name, you have to execute this simple query. So using this query, you can find your server name. Copy that server name and you have to use that server name to connect your application to the database. Connect to database. Here you have to provide the server name, and if it's connected fine, so you can see your database names there. So I have database name with bookstore. So let's see, is it there? Yes, bookstore is there. So I select that and then go to advanced. You can see this connection string there. So I copy that and go into this app settings JSON file and add this connection string. So connection strings, so this connection string I add the name dev connection and add the value here. So it's okay. Now I'm going to this home controller file and I'm going to create db insert here. Db insert in this function. So there are few configurations here you have to do. So to get connection string available this controller, you have to add this configuration this here. So you have to add relevant files to the project, then you have to add important thing, that is NuGet package to connect between that .NET Core application and SQL Server. So I'm going to add this NuGet package, that is SQL client. So browse SQL client. So SQL client NuGet package is there. So select and add this to your project. Install. So you have to accept this and it will install that NuGet package to your project. So now I'll try to get that connection string. So you have to do these configurations and configuration. Well, this and now I can use this connection string here. This is the connection, so you have to add these files. So SQL client that we added via that NuGet package, I use that library, and then I'm going to insert that record to the database here. Install that record. So SQL DB type, so I have to add system data. Now it's okay. So I'm going to insert data into this book info table. This book info table, let's see what are the data available. So currently there are no data available, so now there are 3 columns: book name, author and price. So I am going to add the relevant data to the book name, author and price. So let's execute and see whether the connection is successfully and data is inserted perfectly. Let's run the application, and the application is now it's going to run. When the application is running, first execute this index file. So when execute index function, so it's execute this DB connection and this insert record also. So now let's see this table and check whether data is inserted. Yes, well, that data is inserted perfectly to the database. Let's see again. Then I'll add some other data. That's one, and let's save and run. So now you can see it is running, and I am going to check the database again. So Oliver1. So this one executed well. So we are now sure that we created connection to SQL server well and inserted the data into the database and table inside the SQL server database. Okay, this is the way how we simply create connection and insert data to SQL server database using .NET Core web application. Thanks for watching. Thank you.